This girl wanna catch me outside and beat my ass, so get ready with me. I'm just kidding, y'all. But this girl do want to beat my ass, though. And it's not my fault. Like, I be coming on here with these story times, and it don't be my fault. Like, I don't be the problem. Okay, so I had posted on my dump page, right? And I have this mutual that's dating my other mutual. Heavy on the mutuals. I don't know these people in real life, okay? And they've been together for a minute. Like, they're always posting each other. So I knew that they was together, okay? And I'm not sure if the guy knew that I knew that they was together, but he had replied to the post. Like, he sent me my post, and he just said, "Oh my God," with the period at the end and heart eyes. First of all, before I continue the story, this is exactly why I don't want a man, because this how niggas be. Like, you've been with the same girl for, it had to have been over a year. It's just been years. And you still sliding up on other, like, I could not. Like, these niggas ain't shit. Like, no, all the niggas ain't shit. All. Anyway, so me being who I am. Me being who, on God, I don't respond. On God, on my mom, on my dead granny. On my dead granny, I did not respond. But what I did do is, I took a screenshot of the message. And I waited a day to send it to the girlfriend, because I was kind of like contemplating, because every time I like get in situations where like I'm in trouble or like drama, it's because I insert myself in situations that I don't need to be inserting myself into. Like, I'm always trying to be Captain Save a nigga, and like, it's a bad habit of mine, but it's like, so, like, at first, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna tell her, like, I'm not gonna be messy, whatever. But then, I called my homegirl, and I told her, like, what happened, and she was like, you need to tell her, because... No, she was... Just know she told me to tell the girl that her man texted me heart eye. And you know what? I didn't think it was a bad idea anyway, because girls for life. You know what I'm saying? So, I text the girl off my dump page on some calm shit. I didn't even do the hey boo. I didn't even hit her with a hey boo. I just got straight into it, like, no edging. I just said it point blank, like, sent her the screenshot, like, hey, I know y'all are together, but he's texting me heart eye. First of all, this motherfucker left me on red for 3 hours. Motherfucker left me on red for 3 hours. And at first, I thought, like, she left me on red because, like, she called her man immediately, and they were like, you know what I'm saying? And after 3 hours of pondering, she texts me back. She says, well, why are you following him? So your long head ass mad at me because yo man texted me first? Mind you, we've been mutuals for so long. Like, I don't even know why that was the first question to pop up in her head. Why are you following him anyway? We've been following each other. Like, I don't know. I didn't even know what. Mind you, me and that boy have never spoken. Like, we've only been mutual. So that's what I told her. I was like, we've never spoken before. Like, we've just been following each other for a minute. She replies and says, matter of fact, no, let me. Well, why the fuck are you following him anyway? Clearly you had malicious. She didn't even spell malicious. She said malicious. It's malicious. Wait, malicious. You didn't even spell it right, ho. Clearly you had malicious intent. Stop playing with me. So I'm still over here trying to defend myself. I don't know why, but I'm sending her screenshots that I've never texted him. Like, even when he texted me the heart eyes, like, I didn't respond. Like, we've never spoken, and I'm trying to show her that. You know what I mean? Because I don't want no beef. I don't want no issues, okay? Because guess what? If I get into a fight, my ass is getting beat. Look at me! Look. This is me flexing as hard as I can, on God. On God. I'm cooked. So it's like, I'm trying to, listen, I don't want no smoke. Y'all, I knew this was gonna happen, and I knew I shouldn't have texted the girl, and I wasn't going to, but I was trying to. So we just started going back and forth. I think she saw it as an argument. I just saw it as a simple conversation, okay? So at the end of us going back and forth, she ends off the conversation by saying, please don't ever, ever let me catch you outside. Mind you, her man texted me. I didn't even, like, okay, if I responded and was flirting back, this situation would be entirely different. But it's the simple fact that I didn't respond, and I'm just trying to tell you that your man, I don't know how this ended up being my fault. I don't know how this ended up being my, but, this is the last time I'm trying to be captain. Save a nigga, save a hoe. I don't care. I'm done trying to be captain. I'm done. I'm done. See, now I gotta watch my back for this illiterate ass, long head ass, double chin having ass, like, I'm done. And you know what though? Like, even after all the like cussing me out and shit, because you know, I had a lot to say. But I didn't even want to do too much because like if I got sent screenshots of my man doing some shit like that, I would be mad as fuck too. So I was trying to be like sympathetic kind of, because it's like, I get it. Okay, I get it. But it's like, that was mad disrespectful for no fucking reason. Like, I don't get it. And why the fuck is my deodorant? Have y'all been peeping it? Why is my... Anyway, that's it.
Get ready with me while I overshare about my love life. So, just got off of work after doing a few of my clients' faces. I decided that I wanted to get some food. Now, I haven't been to this restaurant in a long time. Oh my God, that was too much. Hold on, guys. Squeeze me, I had to get myself together. Get in there and I'm like, hey, pick up for Stacey. And they're like, oh, your food's not ready. You could just sit and wait. And I was just like, okay. While I'm waiting for my food, I'm like on TikTok, minding my Black-owned business. And I kid you not, I'm literally like deep into my phone right now. I'm that guy on TikTok. He does this whole story and then he says, but then, oh my God, what's his name? I had to figure out his name. Okay, I think it's Ray William Johnson. So anyways, I'm deep in my phone watching it. Mind you, I don't have headphones, so like it's not loud because I'm very demure, very cutesy. From like my peripheral, I think that's called, I can see somebody walking by. Mind my lifted wig, I am applying a glueless wig right now. So I'm still head down into my phone. And this guy literally says, do I know you from somewhere? Unless you watch beauty TikTok and you like to beat your face and get your hair done, then I don't think you know me. So I end up looking up at him and I kid you not, he was this fine chocolate man. He had locks, he had a perfect white Colgate smile. And I'm like, damn. But I end up responding and I'm just like, no. And he's like, well, what school did you go to? And I told him the school that I went to. He was like, so do you come here often? And I'm just like, well, I used to, but not so much anymore. So I'm just like, okay, good conversation. Like, I feel like he just didn't jump and be like, oh, you're bad as hell. Like, let me get your number. You know what I'm saying? He's actually making small talk. So I was like, okay, cool, points for you. I call him to get his food and he grabs his food. Before he leaves, he was like, can I get your number? I give him my number. That's that. Get my food. I go home. I get a text message and it says, hey, this is Jason from the restaurant. How was your food? After like a week of us texting, another week goes by. He asks me, can you take me out on a date? We meet up and I could tell, you could tell when a man never been with a baddie before. Like, I know you just met me in a restaurant, but you didn't know that I'm dead ass Hannah Montana in real life. Like, this ain't Miley no more, baby. This is Hannah, okay? Period. He ends up trying to take me to this restaurant, but we both kind of got ready a little bit behind schedule and the restaurant ended up closing. So he was like, okay, well, I'll just take you to the beach. The vibes were there, honey. After we ended up getting like drinks and stuff, we were like literally just holding hands and like talking, but like staring in each other's eyes. We literally talked until 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, so fast forward to after our date, we were going pretty well. But then after a while, 2 weeks went by and I noticed like we never went on another date. But the one thing that he wasn't blowing off was trying to see me. He just kept saying, oh, can I come over? Can I come over? So a month goes by and we do not go on another date. And mind you, I am not really a homebody. I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually do like to go out. So finally I bring it up and I'm just like, Jason, we went on one date. After our one date, you literally keep pushing me to like come to my house. This man literally tells me, you know what? You're not being realistic. We went on one date. We don't have to go on dates every week. Sir, are you gonna court me or what? You took me on one date, but you feel like you can come to my house every day. So after that whole be realistic line, I kid you not, girl, I could not get that out of my head. Someone is literally trying to make me feel like I'm not being realistic because I wanna go on a second date after a month of us talking. After that conversation, I just came to the realization that you're just not for me. One thing about it, two things for sure, I am not settling. I will be damned if I end up being with a man and just to say I have a man and I'm stuck at home and he doesn't wanna take me anywhere. Like, I'm just not doing that. Moral of the story is bad biddies don't settle. Someone that lives in a scarcity mindset would say, well, at least he was nice and we had a good first date, so I might just put up with it. But somebody that knows that there's more out there for life and they understand that the good things are worth waiting for, my reality, my man, we're gonna be trying different things together and experiencing the world together. There's some girl that's good for him, that's in his reality, but my man is in my reality, okay? This is just your sign to not settle with anything that you want. If you're contemplating letting a situation go, do it, girl. Don't hold on to that situation any longer. Let go what's not serving you. I love you, my girl. Mwah. Bye.
Never let a man come over to your house after a first date. And if you used to do that, you're not going to do that after the story time. Let's go. I also forget to mention that it's a true story time. Yeah, let us begin. The story starts off with this young girl. She goes on a first date with this guy. They go out to get dinner. And honestly, he was a green flag all throughout. Like, he was nice to the waitresses. He paid for the bill. Like, No red flags at all. This is why no matter how normal or nice a guy seems to be, you can never trust them too quickly because the story's like this. The dinner goes great, he pays the bill, and then they just go about their day and they go to their own homes. So obviously this is a respectful man, right? Like he didn't even try to like get her to come over and didn't ask to go over to her house yet. So she goes home and then she gets a call from him, and he's basically saying how he can't find his key, his roommate is not answering the phone, and if he could just come over for the time being until either his roommate answers the phone or he finds his key somehow. And she obviously said yes because, once again, no red flags. He comes over, they're having a blast, they're just sitting on the couch, talking, vibing, and then it just gets really late, so she's like, hey, you can sleep on the couch until you figure things out, I'm gonna go to my room. And something told her to lock the door. Obviously, she lives alone, she doesn't normally lock the door, but something, an instinct. A woman's instinct is always right. So she ends up locking the door and then just going to sleep. A couple hours pass and then she gets a knock on her bedroom door, and it's him asking for a phone charger because his died. Something told her once again, don't open the door, just tell him where it is. So she does not move and she says, it's on the kitchen counter, like, help yourself. And he says thank you, and then he goes about his business, and then she just goes back to bed. Okay, this is where it gets a little for me. A couple minutes go by and then he comes back and knocks on the door and says, hey, like, this charger's not working, like, do you have a charger in your room that I can borrow? Something just like raises a flag in her head, like, hey, something's wrong, why does he want to get into my room so bad? So she calls the police. After she calls the police, she hears like the door kind of opening, she hears like a bunch of commotion outside, and then a couple minutes later, the police knock on her bedroom door and say, hey, like, you're safe, he's in custody, come outside and look at your living room. Guess what she saw? Please, just pause the video. I want you guys to guess first before you actually hear what it is. So she walks out from her bedroom to her living room with the police, and she sees her whole living room fully plastered, and she just sees a box of power tools. So drills, axes, you name it, it was in that power tool box. If she left her room and she didn't use her womanly instincts, you guys, women, we're never wrong. I said what I said and I meant it. If she did not just listen to her instincts, she would have been gone. I'm so scared for women. Like, we're not safe ever, and it's really sad. I really want to know how she felt in that moment. Like, just to be like, whoa, like, I just listened to my gut, and that's the main reason I'm still alive till this day. Like, if you're watching this, I'm so proud of you. And I hope you know that. Moral of the story is a man can be so normal, have the perfect job, and just be a walking green flag and still not be the person that you think he is. So just don't let anyone into your home. Make sure that you guys run a background check first. Okay, I love you guys.
Story time on how me and my ex are officially done. We're not really going to be getting ready today. I'm already basically ready, but we'll do a little one too. Basically, as y'all know, I had decided to give this man a second chance because, you know what I'm saying, shit happens. That's my first real relationship. He was my first body, my first boyfriend, my first everything, basically. So basically, I decided to spend a night over there at his house. We were basically getting back to like regular, getting back on good terms or whatever. And so something had told me to go through his phone because last time we had our boundaries conversation, we both agreed that we would give each other our passwords to each other's phone, passwords to Instagram, all that. Like, we basically had an open door type of thing. So he goes to sleep, and I was already having an off vibe. Nothing is compared to a woman's intuition, because my vibe was already off about him that night. And so something was telling me check that phone, and usually I'm not a check the phone type of girl. Like, I'm a very like big on privacy, like an invasion of privacy, but something was telling me to check that phone. And then what else further believed me to check that phone is because I checked for his phone. Why is your phone under your pillow? Why are you sleeping with your phone under your pillow, you whore? I'm also going to try not to cuss so much in this one because I actually already uploaded a story time, but they literally shadow banned it, so I had to delete it. So, yeah. And so, basically, I go through his phone. First, I hit up his messages, y'all. I literally have 24 screenshots of him cheating. And it wasn't really recently from like when we made up in December, but from like all throughout our relationship. I'm talking about 4 days after he asked me to be his girlfriend, there are messages of him cheating. I literally just left my best friend's house too, and I was catching her up on the tea, and basically we were like looking at the messages and like going back to my messages between him and like seeing how he was lying. Literally, there's one message where he went to go see a girl, and I looked at our messages. He was telling me he was going to go hang out with his homeboys, and it's crazy because I had asked him, I was like, you're not coming over today anymore? He was like, nah, I'm gonna be with the guys tonight, but I'll see you in the morning. Like, I should have knew. It just goes to show how much men will go out of their way to cheat on you, because I had his location and everything like that. Like, from the screenshots, I'm gonna tell y'all basically what I found out, because I can't show y'all all 24 screenshots.
So I'm gonna give y'all a summary. I found like 5 different girls in his phone. I also found out whenever I confronted him, he told me that he did end up a girl. So he says it's one, but as we know, it's a continuous pattern. Every time I find out something, he tries to minimize the situation. So I wouldn't be surprised if I found out and there were like 3, 4, 5 more girls. But one of the girls he literally met 4 days after he asked me to be his girlfriend. He went to Baywatch, which is like a thing in Houston at Galveston. It's at the beach or whatever. He found one girl and basically they were going back and forth. He's talking about how he's gonna cook her breakfast, and apparently he was meeting her mom because one of their most like one of the last messages between them is like, hey, I just seen your mom in traffic, and then he was sending the girl his location. It's just a whole lot of crazy shit. Then there was another girl that he was hanging out with, just going on 2 mans, and basically his little hoe house was basically at his dorm with his homeboy, because he will always be at his homeboy house. But like I'm not always with my homegirl, but I'm just like taking it as they're just chilling. No, he was basically going over there to link with, and then just going to me and telling me, oh, I'm just with my homeboys. And I know some of y'all gonna be like, girl, you should have already known, Y'all, just trying to be optimistic. This is my first boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff happens. Yeah, so it was another girl that basically he was just going on 2 mans with. There's messages of him talking about cracking. Like, it's really, 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 really bad. Like, there's one message where he's like, yeah, I've been up in the score, not gonna lie, I'm getting good at this cracking stuff. Y'all, the messages are so bad. Mind you, while I'm checking his phone, it's like 1 in the morning. I spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours going through his phone. I went through his Instagram. He's texting girls on Instagram. They're not even responding. Like, you thirsty. So, and then I also have found another girl that he was talking to. Basically, he went to school with. They're hanging out in the school parking lot. He was sending his location to her too. Like, and basically, that's just the moral of the story, the things that I found. If y'all want to know more, just ask me in the comments. Y'all know I'm an open book. Y'all is my girls at this point. So after like an hour and a half, 2 hours of going through his phone, and my best friend just put me on. I could have went through his recently deleted messages, y'all. I didn't know how to do that. I could tell that he deleted some stuff, but like, I still found a lot of stuff. Like 24 screenshots of you cheating. Come on, be for real. Think smarter. It's like, why are you giving me your password if your phone's supposed to be clean? That just goes to show how dumb he is, because I'm pretty sure there was definitely more. So after like an hour and a half, 2 hours of going through his phone, he sleep. He had school at 6 a.m. It's like 1, 2 a.m. I never cared. I told him, I said, wake your cheating up. And I'm like, poking him, I'm like, wake up, wake up. I'm naming the list of the girls. I'm like, who's this? Who's that? Who's this? He was like, what? Y'all know how they be, like. And so he's like, what? I'm like, no, who is this? And he's like, those are girls that I used to talk to. Like, not lying, but again, trying to minimize the situation, because I see that you used to talk to her, but you didn't tell me that you were talking to her while we were together. Like, basically our whole relationship was a lie. And y'all, it's just so hard, because now I'm rethinking everything. I don't trust anything this man has ever told me. And his excuse was like, oh, I've seen it all before, because a little bit of a backstory, in his last relationship, he got cheated on. But it's just like, why not just tell me that you didn't want a relationship? You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, y'all, I was so genuine to this man. I remember for his birthday, I did the cutest thing. I made him like a little jar, and I did handwritten notes. Like, they were color coded. Some were like songs that remind me of you, things I like about you, like really sentimental things. Because when I'm in love, I am in love. So like, for him to say that he's seen it all in the books, I'm like, so you're just going and adopting cats for random girls? Like, he knew that I was genuine, and he knew I had a good heart. He just took advantage of that. But basically, whenever I was like confronting him about it, he knew that he was caught. Like, he was like, I know it looks bad, this, that, and the third. He was like he wasn't even really talking as much. Like, in the past, he was like begging me, this, that, and the third, but he was just kind of just sitting there. And so basically, he kept trying to explain to me. So I got out of the bed, I went to the movie room, and I was like, no, leave me alone. And he kept following me. He was like, I just want to enjoy our last night together. Da, 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 da. Mind you, I'm texting my mom, I'm texting my sister, I'm texting my best friend. No one answered, because it's like 2 in the morning. And now that they know what happened, they're like, why didn't you call? Which I know, but like, I'm just a considerate person. I'm like, oh, these people might have work in the morning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, if they don't text back, then it's whatever. And he has a movie room, so I just slept in the movie room. And then, like I said, he ended up sleeping in there with me. I'm bawling my eyes out the whole time, because I only slept for like an hour. Other than that, I stayed up to 4 a.m. so I could leave. And I'm just there bawling like the whole time, and he's just like on his phone, like sniffling every now and then. Like, y'all, it was just so painful. And I literally told him, I'm like, this is definitely the last time I'm going to see you. which is not true because I do have to see him one last time for him to give me the cat. And that's it, because I know last time we still were trying to co-parent the cat, and I know people were saying which it was an excuse, which I understand, but at the time, you know, this is both our cats. We adopted her together, but at this point, I'm just going to keep the cat because he's going to be moving back in with his mom anyways, and his mom doesn't like the cat, so I'm going to have to keep the cat regardless. I will have to see him again for that, but other than that, we've been no contact for I think 5 days now. I lost him on everything, but then I unblocked him, y'all. So I've just been looking at his TikTok reposts, and he's posting all these sad reposts about how he messed up, this, that, and the third. And then there's also parts of the story, like I said, I mentioned this lots of times. I told those parts of the story to my mom, and she was livid. So she called him yesterday morning, trying to see why he did those things that he did, and this, that, and the third. But she was still keeping it calm and classy or whatever. And he just, I don't know, like something's genuinely wrong with him. And it's crazy because I told y'all I gave him multiple chances to tell me the truth. Because I would appreciate it and respected it much more if he just came to me and told me everything instead of me having to go and find out. Like, if he would have just told me all at once and it would have been done and deaded, maybe there would be a different outcome. I don't know. But he looked me in my eyes, in my face, in serious conversations and told and lied to me and my mom about talking to other girls. So it's just like, I can't trust you. You're a liar. Yeah, it's just a really messed up situation. After this, I definitely cannot go back. Like, everybody keep asking me, like, you don't think you could be friends? I'm like, at least not right now. Like, it's just too much. Trust is gone. So yeah, y'all, again, this is like a short story. Like, it's really more to it, but I just tell y'all what I tell y'all because it already sounds bad. Like, it already sounds bad. Your girl is single. Your girl is healing. And I'll keep y'all updated on my love life because this not it. Just because someone took advantage of my heart doesn't mean I'm gonna stop being a pure person. It's just a lesson learned. But I just hate that I literally wasted a year and a half of my time on this man, and his excuses will always be like, well, oh, I do this for you, I do that for you. I'm like, okay, like, I don't care about that. Like, hate men, y'all. Moral of the story is, don't let a man take your heart for granted. Stand on business and make sure he wrap that thing up. Anyways, I love y'all. That is the update. I got more videos coming for y'all, but I just wanted to give y'all an update because these men is not
strict rules my parents had for me growing up, and some of these rules still stand to this day that'll make normal kids go into a coma. Number one, screen time. Honestly, I still have one to this day, which I'm only allowed to be on my phone from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night, and anytime after that, like, my phone gets blocked. And it used to be way worse when I was younger. So, like, yeah, I wasn't allowed to date boys until I was the age I am now, which is 61 backwards. Like, I couldn't date a boy, I couldn't talk to a boy. Like, my dad didn't even really want me to be friends with boys simply because he thought that they either liked me or I liked them, so he didn't even like me being friends with them. Going into that, if I ever want to hang out with a boy now, like, my parents literally have to meet this guy. They have to freaking run background checks. Like, even if he's just my friend, if it's just like me and a guy hanging out, that's a no-go, and they're definitely not gonna let me do that. I'm actually not allowed to go to any concerts. I've only been to one, and that's Janet Jackson, because me and my mom love Janet, and my mom went, obviously, but other than that, I'm not allowed to go to any concerts, not even like Billie Eilish, like Tate McRae. Like, I'm not allowed to go to any of those. I can't wear short shorts in the house, especially if my dad's home, or if my brother has like a lot of friends over. I'm not allowed to wear short shorts, and the only shorts that are acceptable are like my boy shorts, unless I'm like in my room. I can't wear any of that. My parents literally hate when I wear makeup, and like, I wasn't even allowed to wear the bare minimum mascara or blush. Like, even if I'd come out of the house with mascara on, my mom would literally like turn me back around and make me go scrub the mascara out of my eyelashes. Anytime I wear any type of bathing suits, or whenever I used to wear any type of bathing suits, whether that be a bikini or one piece, I'd have to wear shorts over it. And I don't even think I started wearing bikinis until last year. Like, I kid you not, I was in like one pieces forever. Crop tops, anything that shows my stomach, midriff, shoulders, anything of that nature, my parents literally hate and despise, and depending on where we're going, they will make me change. They don't really say too much now, and I genuinely feel like it's because I grew up in the dance world, and that's pretty much all we wear are like sports bras and shorts. So they don't really say too much now, but like, they still don't approve of it. I haven't had my phone checked in a while, but there was never like, we didn't have a set routine of when my phone would be checked, but they just happened randomly. And like, I used to be so scared that my parents would find something in my phone. Have they found something? Yes, but it wasn't bad. They only just like found out that I like had my first kiss, but like,
They weren't super upset. They were just mad that I like lied about it, but whatever. House parties are literally a no-go unless my parents know you, and even then they'll still be a little skeptical and Slick might not let me go. Speaking of parties, they only really let me go to like parties that are at an event place because they trust that, but house parties are like, nah, they don't really like mess with that. Also, if I'm not with a big group of people and it's just like me and like two of my friends or one of my friends going somewhere, my brother and like my cousins have to tag along with me. They don't necessarily have to be all up on me, but they have to be in the same place with me to like be watching me at all times. We were not allowed to listen to rap music for a long time. Like my mom literally, she still despises rap music, but she's more lenient now because we are older. But like no type of rap music was allowed in her house, not even in your room. And even if we were in the car with like headphones on, listening to rap music, she'd like make us turn it off. But honestly, I think that's all that I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay, get ready with me while I talk about some of the most embarrassing experiences that I've had with guys. Also, a disclaimer before I start, I've only ever hooked up with 3 guys, so all of these stories are gonna be from the same like 3 guys, just to make it worse. And sorry for the headband, but I have a ponytail and I have a lot of like baby hair, so I'm trying to keep them away. Okay, I'm starting early because I'm not doing that much makeup and there's a lot to say, but the first one was one of my first times hooking up with a guy. I was wearing white pants and we were in a mall. We went into like the back rooms of the mall. It was like this dirty fucking staircase with like nobody in it. And again, I was wearing white pants. So I get up, I have like 2 like dirt stains on my knees. And my parents were picking me up in like 10 minutes. Okay, number 2, I used to wear lip plumper like every day. And I was making out with a guy one time and like he pulls back and he's like, why are my lips burning? Number 3, I got makeup and bronzer all over a guy's white shirt. Not gonna specify. Okay, number 4, I used a really cheap self-tan the night before a guy was supposed to come over to my house. And we hooked up and I sweat the self-tan off. Like I had rinsed it off, but somehow I sweat so much that the self-tan came off and like stayed in my bed. And then we got up and my bed sheets were like brown. Okay, number 5, I think. This was at my pool party, like my birthday pool party, so my friends were around, but me and this guy were making out, and he decides it'd be fun to like kind of pick me up and like throw me into the pool. And I was wearing sticky boobs, okay, like the ones that like push you up because I don't have anything. So I was wearing sticky boobs, throws me into the pool, my top flashes up, and the sticky boobs come out and they're floating in the water. Okay, we're gonna do number 6 and 7 together because they were literally the same day, like at the same guy's house. But first, this guy forgot that I was on my period. Like I told him, but he forgot, and I like just didn't know what to say. So he started putting his hands like in my skirt, and I had a thick ass fucking pad on, and he's like trying to get there, and then he's like, why is there paper? Then whatever, like we still ended up hooking up because like whatever. I got makeup and bronzer all over his pillowcases. Like I like put my head up, like these pillowcases are like brown with makeup and foundation. Okay, number 8, I think. Me and this guy were on a date at the mall, and we were going back to his car, but he had parked in, like, an outdoor area where, like, everyone could see. So he was like, oh, let me just move it. So we go in his car, he moves it to, like, an indoor parking lot where, like, nobody can really see. So then we're hooking up in his car, and, like, in the middle of it, his mom calls, and she's, like, asking if he's coming home soon, because she saw his car move on Life 360. Okay, number 9, this one guy was, like, really tall. Like, I'm 5'10", he was, like, way taller than me. So my bed was way too small for him. And he was like laying down, like we're making out, whatever, and he puts his head up, so I'm trying to like push him back down because like whatever, he hits his head on like my bed frame like so fucking hard, like it's like a bang sound, and I'm like and he stops and he's like, ow. Okay, this is the last one, I promise. But I was laying in bed with this guy, and this is back when I wore lash clusters, and like he looks at my lashes and he's like, hey, can I like feel your lashes? Like I just want to like touch them. So I let him, and he tells me they feel like bricks. I feel like the last one was kind of underwhelming. Like I feel like we worked our way down. Like some of the first ones were kind of crazier, but thanks for watching nevertheless. Hope this was entertaining.
Hi guys, get ready with me while I tell y'all weird things that my friends have done to me in the past. Well, like whenever I was friends with them. I had these friends in high school, and keep in mind, like I could never really like make girlfriends because I was always the new girl. So I thought that these friends were genuine, and I loved them, you know, like we were like the it girls, you know, like we were a big old group. Like I don't know, I just loved us together. So keep in mind, at this time I was in 9th grade. Okay, I was a virgin, and so I didn't really like talk to guys like that either, you know, and I was a good girl, literally. Like I didn't even go out. These girls were like total opposites for me. They were all known for being the 304s at school, and yeah, but one thing about me is I don't judge. Like I could have 304 friends and I won't be a 304.
You know, like, that's just how my friend is. Like, what? But obviously, like, you know, like, if you hang out with somebody, they're gonna obviously think that you're like that, right? So these girls were just 304s, okay? And so we were all at lunch, and they were like, okay, weird, but they were like, let's rate each other about who's the biggest 304. And they were like, okay, yeah, like, da da da. Why the fuck was I number 1 on that list? Like I said, I was a virgin. I never hung out with no guys, nothing like that. Like, barely even talked to guys for real. Like, how am I number 1 on the list? Like, what? Like, I'm talking, like, these girls, like, one of them had like 3 abortions, and she was just in 9th grade. The other one, like, would always go get fucked. The other ones already had, like, lost their virginity, and this is 9th grade. Like, baby, we're 15, 16 years old. Like, what? How the fuck am I number 1 on the list? But I was just like, you bitches are weird. I still continue to be friends with, oh shit, I still continue to be friends with them, but, like, still, like, that was some weird ass shit. Okay, so moving forward, now I am out of high school. I am not friends with those girls no more, and yeah, like, my life just continued on without them. And so I started going out, and I became friends with this party girl. Okay, y'all, some friends are literally just meant for certain things, okay? Like, you can't, like, there's friends that are meant for you just to party with, and that's it. Like, they don't need to know your information. They don't need to know your life. They don't really need to know anything about you. Just like, hey, girl, do you want to go out? Oh, yeah, bitch, I'm down. Okay, like, just that. Like, they are just meant for that. Then there's friends that, you know, you can, like, do fun things with and things like that. They still don't really need to know, like, you know, like, too much about you. Then you have your best friend. Your best friend, you know, can know, like, things about you and things like that, right? And then you just have, like, acquaintances and, like, things like that, right? Like, of course, like, let them be genuine friendships, like, all of them. But, like, just play your role, okay, bitch? So I ended up becoming friends with this party girl. She was wild, also a 304. I don't know what's up with me, like, making 304 friends. They're just fun, you know, like, they always have story times, and, like, their life is just crazy, and, like, I don't know, I just love having 304 friends. Like, it's so fun. So I was friends with her, and we just ended up, like, becoming close as fuck. Her parents were super strict on her. Like, they would always argue, and she just was staying the night, like, often. And then she ends up obviously just staying with me, like, for real. And that's my motherfucking problem. I need to stop letting people fucking live with me whenever I feel bad. Because guess what? If I go through something, you think somebody's gonna let me live with them? No. She ends up living with me for, like, months. Like, for the whole summer, I want to say. I don't know, like, she just got too comfortable here. She will use all of my shit, like my perfumes, my lotions, like everything like that. She ends up meeting somebody, and she would just literally use, like, this house like a hotel and things like that. And also, it was just too much drama. This one isn't really like, oh, she did, like, weird things to me. Like, she didn't. Like, she still be showing me love. Like I said, like, it's no shade, but it's just, like, I ended up finding out that she ended up having money. Like, she didn't put no groceries in the house. She was here for a long time, you know. Like, she would eat, like, all of her food here. She used all of my shit. She didn't replace it. I ended up finding out that she had money in her, like, cash app. Like, she had enough money to, like, the time that she was living here, like, she could have literally helped around. Like, she could have put groceries in the house, and she was eating all of it. She could have I ended up finding out she ended up having money. She was using all of my things, wasted all of my things, and comes to find out, y'all, in her luggage, she had everything that she was using of mine. She had it in her luggage. She had perfume, she had lotions, and she didn't really start, I guess, using them, or I don't know how I ended up finding out that she had them in her luggage, until all of my shit ran out. I'm looking here because it's, like, where all of my perfumes are. Until all of my shit ran out, and then she wants to, like, I guess, pull them out and things like that. And I'm just like, girl, what the hell? But it was, like, a lot of things, like, in the midst of that, and I was just like, okay, baby, we gotta go home. Like, her mom would, like, just get my mom involved, like, in their drama, and it was just, like, too much shit, you know. Like, sorry, babes, like, I hope like, everything goes good for you, but you got to get the fuck, please. Moving forward, I end up talking to this guy, and I end up, like, he didn't work in town, so I would be over there, like, with him. And me being nice as fuck, like, I sometimes I'm just too nice. I mean, I learned my fucking lesson, you know, like, but anyways, so I let my friends borrow my car. Well, my friend borrow my car. I don't know, I guess she had got, like, lit the night before, and she just wasn't in the mood because I had to get picked up, like, at a certain time because I had to go to work all the way back in Houston. And so she was all like, oh, I can't, like, just tell him to take you or whatever. And I was like, girl, like, he has to work in the morning. Like, you have my car. Like, get up and come pick me up. Like, what's tea? Like, the fuck? And so I was just mad as fuck because I was just like, how am I gonna let you borrow my car, and I told you that I need to be picked up on this day, and you're that shit just pissed me off, you know, like that shit was weird as fuck to me because it was just like, bitch, I let you borrow my car, like what the fuck. I was to fucking find out, since whenever I let her borrow my car, she got into it with this other car, and she tried to like cut them off, but they like ended up cutting her off or something like that, and she scraped my tires on the curb. And I was like, and she didn't tell me right away, she told me like weeks later. And I was all like, bitch. And no, I didn't even know she did that because I did not check about, sorry, I'm reading a text. I did not check my car like that. Like, she didn't even like try to give me money to fix them or nothing like that. Like, just to take the initiative and be like, I'm sorry, like, here, if you want to get it fixed, here's the money. Like, no, she didn't even try doing that. Then I had this other friend that would like always try to like downplay me in some type of fucking way. Like, and I didn't, like, it would piss me off, and I would tell her, like, bitch, like, shut the fuck up already, because it was just so annoying. Like, she would be going through something, and I was going through something too, like, guys were talking to. But the thing about me is, I'm not gonna sit here, and if a guy's dogging me out, bitch, you think I'm gonna be fucking in my bed crying that this guy is dogging me out, bitch? No, I'm gonna get the fuck and go dog him out back, you know? And at that, like, it's like, if a guy ever fucking thinks about dogging me out, bitch, you think that I'm really for real gonna fucking be with this person for real? No, bitch, I'm having my fun with him, like, I'm playing my role, like, the fuck? Having my motherfucking fun with him, like dogging him out for fun, just like he's dogging me out. But this girl would get dogged the fuck out, and she wouldn't do shit about it. I'm like, girl, you need to stand up. But then she would like compare my situation to her situation, like, he's doing this and this and da-da-da, like, it will like basically calling me stupid as fuck. But it's like, bitch, no, like, I'm over here dogging him out and you know that, and you're over here just fucking crying because you're getting dogged out. Like, bitch, don't sit here and compare our situations when they're not even damn near the fucking same. Like, no, bitch, like, we're both getting dogged out, but at least I'm doing something the fuck about it, ho. I also had this friend that the guy that she was talking to, like, he's just, anything that fucking talks and walks, he fucking wants to talk to it. So obviously, like, he tried talking to me, and like, she knew that, and yeah, but obviously, like, I didn't give him the time of the day, so that's why, like, she ended up talking to him. But yeah, and so why the fuck he was like at her place, and I didn't feel comfortable going to her place because, you know, like, I don't know, like, I don't feel comfortable going to girls, like, to my friends' places whenever, like, their partner is there. Unless, like, I'm bringing my man, okay? But, like, if not, like, I feel like that's low-key weird to me. Maybe I'm not matured enough yet. But, this was specifically, like, I'm just not gonna be there with you when the guy you're talking to that wanted to fucking fuck me. You know, like, that shit is weird. And so, she was all like, I just never wanted to go. And she was just like, because he was always there. And she was like, just come, like, she was all like, you can sleep in the middle of me and him, or you can sleep like with us, like, it's okay, like, it's not gonna be weird.